need a bigger bowl. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
You gonna join me?
Yeah.
Come on around.
Wow, this dress blends in with everything.
Yes. Especially the spices.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're wearing a spice-colored dress.
I just wanted to wear something that was loose and comfortable and breathable. It's a little humid today.
And I'm wearing a little bit on the turmeric side.
I like your shirt.
So, welcome back.
Welcome back. We got back from New York earlier this week.
Had a fun time.
Yeah. We haven't been there in a few years.
Yeah, it's been a while since we were able to travel.
We used to go every year around fall season because Rob's uncle lives in New York. And he's been there since 1970s.
Yeah.
So we try to go visit him every year, check up on him, see how he's doing. And this year, your dad wanted to go.
Yeah, so we took my dad, who's now 89, packed him aboard a flight and got him to New York.
It was literally planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yep.
We used every form of transportation minus a bicycle just to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we happened to stumble on some good Indian food.
We
that
did.
Actually met Nadia's approval.
I'm very particular and picky because I find in restaurants, Rob actually made a good point of pointing it out that it tends to be one note, and that's because they try to make the sauces and the gravies ahead of time to put it together, and they aren't putting as many spices in there, which really brings out the flavor in each dish and of all the ingredients. So this place we went and everybody decided that I should do the ordering.
I sort of stumbled on this restaurant, and it's called
Bombay Chowk, CHOWK.
Yep, and it's in the Upper East Side, and it's a cool looking place. But what really intrigued me is when I looked at the menu, there were a whole bunch of items that I'd never seen before. So I took that to be a good sign.
Yes, and he brought the menu home. I'm like, there's some things on here that I've never heard before. which, if the restaurant is delicious, the dish may be inspiring. Chowk means an intersection in a road, so Bombay Chowk, I guess, is quite fitting. You intersected.
Yeah, it was great. The food was delicious, and each dish was very distinctive in its flavor.
We had someone with us who's a vegetarian, so we did a combination of vegetarian dishes and not so vegetarian dishes. But when I was ordering, the owner is fantastic, by the way, and I started to speak a little bit of Hindi with him, and as a result, the food did take a little bit longer to get to us, but it seemed like they were actually making each dishes separately. So when they arrived, you could smell the aroma, and each dish had its own taste.
Yeah, it was very good.
There's one that's called Kali Mirch chicken. Kali Mirch means black peppercorns, and I've never even heard of this dish, tried it, and I'm actually going to see if I can find a recipe to see if I can make it for my parents, because it was really good. Everything was good.
It was. It was excellent. So New York was fun.
New York was fun, and we're back, and we didn't really get a chance to do much grocery shopping. So one of the easiest dishes to make if you're back from somewhere is called khichdi. Khichdi is like when congee meets rice and peas combined together. Good things happen. It's our version of rice and peas, and you can have it either dry, where the rice and the lentils are quite dry, not so saucy, or you can have a really loose version, almost like a congee. I'm going to be making something in between. You don't need very many ingredients. It's stuff that we kind of had. The parsley we bought on the way here, so I'll be using the parsley, but everything else is kind of just what we have.
Staples that we keep around the house.
It's a really tasty dish. Because I'm not a big fan of onion textures, I'm actually going to be making a ginger garlic paste, but in the ginger garlic paste, I'll be combining the onion, parsley stems, and the pepper as well, and that way it's just a paste. And
she just wants an excuse to use her new toy.
I like this toy.
Ninja grinder.
It's very, very good. Yes. Okay. The lentils that we're using is called split mung dal, as opposed to a whole mung dal. And you don't really need to soak it ahead of time. It's a quick cooking dal, almost like red lentils. It likes to run away when it can. But it's a good, easy dal to make with. So overall cooking will be pretty quick, and it'll be done in one pot.
They're teeny tiny little seeds, so I think that's why they cook so quickly and easily.
Yeah. The rice I have rinsed ahead of time, using a colander. I find it's much quicker, and you just shake it around.
What kind of rice do you recommend for this?
You can either use jasmine long grain rice, or in my case, I actually like to use short grain rice, and you like to make congee with this rice as well.
Right.
So it's perfect for khichdi.
This is sort of typical short grain rice that you'd make, that I choose to make congee. Calrose makes a very popular short grain rice like this. And it makes a good khichdi too.
It's a great khichdi. I prefer
sort of the same
short
kind of
grain.
recipe, so it makes sense.
Yeah, like congee meets rice and peas.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. Oh, and I made some yogurt ahead of time, like our raita with shredded cucumber stuff to have on the side of this dish. You can either use a plain yogurt, or you can do what I did. It's really up to you. It just brings a nice flavor to the dish.
And it's great for quenching the heat.
It's hard to ask me, Nadia, is this spicy? I don't know. It's normal for me. Okay, let's get to cooking. So I goofed up. I accidentally deleted all the talking part about making the ginger garlic paste. In the ginger garlic paste, we added the garlic, 1 shallot, the long pepper that may be lightly spicy, and the stems of the parsley, a little oil and water, and we made ginger garlic paste. Now, let's get to the cooking. Could you pass me the rice and the lentils?
There we go.
Thank you, sir. You want to fry these before? Yes, they do. I'm just gonna bring everything here. Now the good thing about this recipe is that you don't really need to measure the water. If you feel like you've added way too much, that's fine, because you kind of want it loose anyway, so it's quite forgiving. Salt to taste. Whole cumin. So it fries along with it. And chili flakes. Smells nice. It's actually turning greener. Can you see it on camera?
I can.
Actually turn more green.
Looks beautiful. Smells delicious.
Smells amazing. You can add some chili powder if you want, if you'd like to, but I think we have enough in there.
The full pepper should about do it.
Just one pepper, Rob. Once I smell a change in the frying where it starts to have more of a savory note, that's when I know that the cumin has bloomed. And when it's bloomed, then add a bit of the tomato paste, fry that a little bit, and then add your lentils. Let that all get sauteed. Then add the rice. You'll see it.
Did you add?
I don't know if you can see, but you can see how the oil is starting to separate. That means that the water that's in the onions or in the shallot and the garlic has pretty much evaporated. This is where you want to add the lentils. Let that fry up a bit.
Looks good.
We'll add some turmeric now. Smells good.
Smells delicious.
It may not look like I added all that much, but the yield is quite high when you combine lentils and rice together. Every last grain.
That looks beautiful.
Easy, right?
Easy. Not too many ingredients.
It smells so good.
Now that puree
Yeah.
with the parsley and what do we
The
have?
pepper,
Parsley,
shallot, garlic, yeah.
Would that be something you might make in a larger batch and sort of keep on hand?
You can. What I forgot to add actually is a bit of ginger, which I forgot to add ginger. It's okay. No ginger today.
Okay.
But you can also add, because it's technically like a ginger garlic paste. Apparently you can make it ahead of time, put it in a jar, and I think it can last about a week. If I would add a bit of salt and obviously oil just to preserve it a little bit so it lasts a bit longer in the fridge.
Yeah, be a nice thing to sort of keep on hand.
Yeah, because then you can just scoop out as much as you need, like 2 teaspoons or...
And is that paste something you would be likely to use on other dishes?
Yes, ginger garlic paste is quite common. You can chop up garlic and ginger and put it in there, but we've discovered that we actually don't like the textures of both ginger and garlic. All right.
And how long will that take to cook?
Rice in general takes about 20 to 25 minutes. Because we're using small lentils, it'll take about the same time. But it's more in terms of once you've gone past the 20-25 minute mark, do you want the water to be evaporated or do you want it to be looser? Then it's your call at that point. I've put in quite a bit of water. I did not measure. It's just quite a bit of water. And we're just gonna cover it and let it do its thing. Let it come to a boil first and then bring it down to a simmer. So that's going to cook away for, it's about 210 right now. We'll check around 230. The thing with this, you can actually pick up the lid and give it a stir and check on the rice. You won't be disturbing it and breaking it. It's not a souffle. And if the rice breaks a little, that's fine too. It's texture. What you want to do is actually stir it in between here and there. Not too often so you don't break up the rice too much, but a little stirring is okay, because then you can at least see what the consistency of the dish is like. To give it a taste. A little more salt, just a touch. And if you weren't gonna have this with any yogurt, I would actually recommend squeezing just a bit of lime juice near the end, just to give it a bit of a tartness. A little more complexity to the flavor. That looks good. Just turn off the heat. It actually looks good, thickened up nicely. I've left it quite loose because I know as it cools, it's going to thicken up even further. We're just going to let it sit for a little bit till it stops bubbling. Then I'll sprinkle on some garam masala, some chopped up parsley, and then we'll be ready to serve. Everything turned on?
Pardon?
Your microphone?
Looks good.
Put some yogurt on it, and I need to take some photos of it. Spoon for you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Don't have to tell me twice.
It's like a risotto almost. Good?
Delicious.
Gotta get a bit of the yogurt.
I like the consistency you've gotten.
Again, it will thicken up as it cools, but that's good. Oh, that's good.
It's delicious.
Put a little za'atar in the yogurt.
That's a beautiful dish. Nice and easy to make. So how long do you figure it would take if you just straight ahead made it?
Probably, with all the prep work and everything, anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes.
And most of that's just the cooking time.
Yeah.
The boiling down.
Yeah.
The prep is pretty quick and easy. Delicious.
And if you make the ginger garlic paste ahead of time. It's definitely like a comfort food. Like if you're feeling a little bit ill, this is our chicken soup. It's a great comparison. Okay. Instead of just standing here and eating the whole time.
We won't put you through that.
I mean, we could if you want. I know there's like ASMR.
That's sort of torture.
If you make this, let us know what you think. It's pretty simple. Again, Indian and Pakistani food, there aren't really any specific recipes in terms of how much you add. It's more to your taste. And you will recognize and build on it as you continue to cook with it. And it's really all about technique. If you cook the ginger garlic paste in the beginning and really cook it, you won't get that strong garlicky and raw ginger flavor in the end because you've cooked it all out. So give it a good fry.
Good stuff.
As you see, there's no oil pooling.
Yeah,
Yeah. All
it's a
right.
delicious dish. Enjoy.
And
Oh. Subscribe, hit the subscribe, hit the bell,
Yep.
and hit the like, because all of that helps.
all of it really helps. See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm gonna eat a bit more. It's really good. I'll try a squeeze of this lime, see how it tastes. This dry lime. Tastes really good with the lime.